I woke up to the sound of my own heart pounding in my chest, the rhythmic thump reverberating through the darkness. My breath came in short, frantic gasps as I tried to make sense of my surroundings. Confusion and fear gripped me as I realized I couldn't remember how I ended up in this strange, eerie place. The air was thick, suffocating, and the stench of decay filled my nostrils, making me gag. I strained my eyes, desperately trying to pierce through the impenetrable blackness that enveloped me. But there was nothing. No glimmers of light, no familiar shapes or objects to anchor myself to. I felt as though I had been swallowed by a void, trapped in a nightmarish realm of the unknown. Suddenly a chilling breeze whispered across my skin, raising goosebumps and sending shivers down my spine. I felt a presence, something lurking in the shadows, watching me with malevolent eyes. The hairs on the back of my neck stood on end as an icy finger traced a path down my spine. Panic consumed me, and I stumbled forward, my legs weak and unsteady. As I groped my way through the darkness, the silence was broken by a cacophony of faint whispers, a chorus of haunting voices that seemed to come from all directions. They whispered my name, growing louder and more insistent with every passing moment. It was as if the very walls around me were alive, their dark secrets ready to be unleashed upon me. My heart pounded in my chest, threatening to burst through my ribcage. I had to get out of this place, away from the suffocating darkness and the tormenting whispers. With newfound determination, I quickened my pace, my hands brushing against the cold, damp walls as I stumbled forward. But the more I moved, the deeper I seemed to descend into this terrifying abyss. The ground beneath my feet felt cold and slippery, making every step treacherous. I could hear the sound of dripping water, like distant whispers of impending doom. Time ceased to have meaning as I continued my desperate journey. My senses became heightened, and I could feel a malevolence emanating from the very fabric of this place. It was as if the darkness itself was alive, taunting me, relishing in my fear. And then, just when I thought I couldn't bear it any longer, a beam of moonlight pierced through a crack in the ceiling, illuminating a grotesque figure standing in front of me. It was a twisted creature, its pale skin stretched taut over its bones, eyes gleaming with unholy malice. A wicked smile played upon its thin, cracked lips, revealing yellowed, needle-like teeth. Its long, skeletal fingers reached out toward me, beckoning me closer. I screamed, my voice bouncing off the walls and echoing into the abyss, but there was no escape. The creature lunged at me with terrifying speed, its grip tightening around my throat. I could feel its icy breath against my face as it whispered dark promises of eternal suffering. Every instinct in my body screamed for survival as I fought with every ounce of strength I had left. I clawed at its bony fingers, desperate to break free from its relentless hold. The creature's grip tightened, cutting off the oxygen supply to my lungs. My vision blurred, my consciousness fading away into a void of darkness. And then, in one final gasp for air, I woke up. I jolted upright, covered in a cold sweat, my heart still racing in my chest. Relief washed over me as I realized it was all just a horrific nightmare. But as I caught my breath, a nagging thought lingered in the back of my mind. Was it really just a dream? Or had I just caught a glimpse of something far more sinister, lurking just beyond the edge of my reality? I shuddered, unable to shake off the lingering sense of unease. The memory of the nightmare clung to me like a haunting spectre, a warning that there are depths of terror beyond what we can comprehend. As I lay there, trembling in the aftermath of the nightmare, I couldn't help but wonder if I would ever truly escape its grasp, or if the darkness would forever be intertwined with my reality.